I'm back. I had to get Dan's pizza about to go out coring.
Yep. Super exciting.
Super exciting. Sub-zero coring. I had to get Dan's freaking Wi-Fi. So hang on a second. Let me get myself set back up here. There we go. Okay, so just to repeat of what I started with, we're taking out this electric marine tank, and we're installing a Norwich supplied by Big Danny Boy. We're in Centrotherm Dan's house right now. And so what we were talking about is their concentric vent, which this is what it looks like, minus this piece, is fantastic. I think it's great. It actually sits inside the house, and I'm able to mount this any way that I want. And we're going to mount it like this over there. Video to follow. So where the confusion has come in is this is outside pipe is a fresh air intake, obviously, and inside there we install a pipe that's the exhaust, just like a normal concentric vent. The problem is this isn't long enough, obviously, to get through my outside wall, which is cool. According to the instructions that we have, or the instructions for this have gone missing. I can't find them anywhere. And Dan doesn't know where they are either, which is suspicious, but that's cool. So we also have this, which is what we call the big bazooka. And this is the extension piece, I think, for this. The problem is that there's no instruction manual that shows these two together. As far as that's on site here anyway. And we had, I told them I wouldn't forget the name, but we had Maddie here yesterday looking through all their stuff and couldn't find them. So, this is the instructions that we have for this, which is the bazooka, which is super simple, right? It comes with the indoor pipe, or the flue pipe, which is in the middle, and this is your fresh air come back. Now, in our discussions yesterday, we discovered that every pipe that comes off the Centrotherm machine is beveled like this, which leads you to think, oh, look at that, Centrotherm's trying to chime in here. Yeah, 2 seconds. Leads you to think that this is the male part of the adapter, right? And this is what that outside connection piece is. And everything that we see here shows this being connected with a 3-inch extension piece of pipe. So, I got RJ telling me this is supposed to go outside. I'm not putting this outside. There's no frickin' room. Anyway, if this goes outside, then I guess that eliminates whatever, but it's like, again, if RJ is right, RNJ, over there in the shoe swap, this seems to be something that you could frickin' tamper with. And frankly, in minus, 40-degree weather, it may actually break here in Alberta, is my opinion of that. So what we have done is this flue pipe goes, it's even got it all spaced out for you, and there's a gasket in there. And we have got this with some effort to slide over top of this pipe. But there's nothing that shows us doing that. Why not? You're right. Why not drill 2 holes? I don't want to drill 2 holes. And the customer doesn't have room, because we can show you a picture of outside. Like it's like a dog's breakfast out there. There's so much going on that I only have room for 1 hole. So
it is a dog's breakfast. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, see, even Pete knows. And yeah, we, like Centrotherm Systems just said, I beveled the inside of that so that it would fit over here. The only confusing part is that looks like there should be a gasket there. No? And so we looked for a gasket, we couldn't find one of those. So this is our solution. We're going to put this like this. And we're going to, put a put a screw in this right here so that it. Peter, just what? Like, it doesn't matter. You're making it weird anyway. So this holds in place, and we may even throw some silicone around this just to make sure that no moisture gets into that. You know what? And for this and this on the manual, like R&J says, it shows pre-drilled holes, but there are no pre-drilled holes. So like I say, it's not the end of the world, and if you're mechanically minded, if you're in the trades, you should be mechanically minded, then that's our solution. So a question to R&J. I'm sorry, is it Rob? Anyway, you always put this on the outside? I mean, you could, and it would fit flush, I guess, against that. But I mean, I'm not. Yes, I can. It's an absolutely freaking potato gun. Again, it's just my observation. So, Robbie, there we go. We met in the wholesaler like 8 months ago. Anyway, this does seem a bit flimsy to handle, minus 40 degrees. Typically, the adapter is inside. Yeah, this is inside, right? Here, let me see if I can bring you in. This is the return. This is the fresh air going back into it. It actually has, I don't know if you can see that or not. There's Matthew.
Hey, how are you, sir?
I'm good, how are you?
From the less cold upstate New York. It's cold, but it ain't that cold.
Here's a question for you. See how the instructions, like the sticker says it's supposed to go this way, but I'm actually sucking it back, right?
Yes, so we put that reducer on that component to make life easier for, typically the PVC is used on the intake, and we need, you have that there just as a way. So the flow direction is for flue gas, not for intake. So I can see how that's confusing, and that I've actually spoke to engineering today about stratifying and clarifying on those instructions, because I think this would have been a lot easier if we had some instructions on how to trim that outer for you. Then it makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
But with intake,
you're talking about this?
There's really no rule.
Or this?
Yes. No. The black piece. No, the black piece.
To get rid of this bevel.
Yeah, you can. The bevel is only that's just how it comes off with the cutter. It just naturally does it. When you field cut it, all you need to do is deburr. And honestly, the outer part is just the intake, and so it's not touching flue gas. So you can kind of do whatever you can kind of do whatever, so long as it's, if the system is closed and you can draw it in, right? So obviously venting the flue gas is the critical part, well, I mean, they're both critical, but the intake has less life safety regulations around it, let's say, because it's just fresh air. So you can field cut the outer, which I think will help you make the connection a little bit easier, and that's one edit we're going to make to the instructions. Yeah. Rob, is that cool? Is that a good explanation?
I love it. So the only thing am I, like, is there something that's supposed to go on this? Because according to Rob, he's mounted this outside before. Does a 3-inch, I don't have any 3-inch fittings here. Does this fit? Is there something that's supposed to like a 90 or something? Or I don't know what.
No, that's
just really the finished piece?
That's the finished piece. And because the black slides over it. And typically speaking, people usually, it's at the end, right? You run 2 twins, and then you go from 2 to 1 for the 1 single penetration. So you just slide that over. Rob said he uses screws. I mean, if it's that could work as well. It's not going to disrupt the intake. If you want to secure it, you said silicone. I think that'll be fine too. So long as it's sealed system and it's there, it should be fine. But you don't need the bevel. If you field cut it, you just deburr it nicely, whatever. It's just got to slide over, and that should be the long and the short of it, more or less.
Yeah. So, and I don't know how it works, obviously, anywhere else, but our walls are 8 inches thick. for our winters, and this is 6 inches. So no matter what unless we mounted this on the outside, which again, I guess you could do that if I was going to, whatever, but it seems a bit
I've never seen it
thin.
done that way. I've never seen it done
Outside?
that way. I've only seen it inside the house. Only
Yeah,
inside
yeah.
the house on that piece.
Yeah. So, which makes sense because this seems, I wouldn't want this sort of outside for the kids to mess with type of thing. Anyway.
Right. Sure. Yeah, and then it's just one solid termination that is long enough to go through that wall penetration.
Yeah. So we're doing it right. We're by using the bazooka that we call, slide it over, throw a field screw in, a little tap screw into it, maybe some silicone around there if I feel like it's just to keep the moisture down, and we're off to the races.
Yeah, that should do it. Looks like you got it. And again, we thank you for bringing some of that stuff to our attention. And always we strive to have. No, hey, it's a true story. We strive to be clear. We want to be the thought leaders in this type of stuff, and clarity on the instructions is certainly a part of that. So I will say that the concentric terminations, both wall and roof, in conjunction with the twin pipe adapters, are the one that we get the most tech support calls on, because they're maybe the most complicated of our components. So yeah. we certainly take questions on them. I'll DM you a video that is that exact part and the roof termination, which is kind of the same vibe, but it's a little bit different because obviously it's not horizontal. It's quite similar, but you'll see, and you've got it figured out. So
yeah. No, and truthfully, when I did see the instructions that have gone missing since yesterday, and it shows the roof. It shows the roof really well, but as far as I can tell, it shows pieces of pipe, like sections of pipe going up from where, like if I put this through the attic,
yeah,
and then whatever 8 feet before I penetrate the roof with my one single thing, right?
Yeah.
So,
indeed,
that's the only, and it, yeah. So I could probably even use, as long as I use, which I have here, the gray central therm pipe, this stuff, right?
What? Oh yes, I know about that stuff.
You think you should?
Yeah.
But I could use a piece of 4-inch ABS if I wanted to. Could I?
For which side? I mean,
just to extend it.
To terminate. I mean. I mean, if you're terminating with that and it's touching flue gas, then technically you could, but that would be a violation of UL by mixing materials. So we would not be able to warranty that installation because it's not a fully complete system.
Yeah. So does this come longer, or can I just get 4-inch pipe? Like, let's say I was going this far.
Yeah. Then you need vent lengths. You need the concentric vent lengths that could extend that. Oh,
so there's actually concentric vent. Okay.
Oh yeah, we have a full line of concentric stuff. Hey, Freddie, I owe you a text, buddy. I see you just joined here. I just been super busy, man. So I promise you, I'll text you as soon as I hang up here. So we have
Matthew.
We have vent lengths, we have elbows, we have test ports, we have pretty much everything that we have in single wall. Yep. We have in concentric as well, all of the accessories and crap like that. So if you wanted to extend it up, all you do is instead of mount the termination on it, you use the concentric stuff. You can even, you can even use like an elbow if there was like a jog you had to get around. I mean, it becomes a little bit more cumbersome and kind of annoying to do that. I mean, there's screws involved because you're affixing aluminum to aluminum at this point now. So you got to make sure that the exhaust is connected internally and then secure the external part. So you don't really want to do a very lengthy run with that. But if you needed 6 feet, something like that, no problem.
There we go. Okay, perfect. There we go. Love it.
Well, yep. Let me know how it goes. Talk to you soon, and we'll work on that. And so it's FTFM. Fix the effing manual.
Fix and manual, man.
We're working on it, brother, man. You take care. You stay warm.
I will, bud. Thanks, man.
Talk to you.
Bye-bye. Bye for now. Okay, I'll let Matt go. That's it, man. There we go. Any serious questions in here? Other than people busting my chops. The white adapter goes inside for sure. Oh, now Robbie's changing his mind. That's it. That's all I got. It's going to get loud here as we're core this hole. So anyway, peace, everybody. Have an excellent day. Clearly, there'll be some videos incoming of our Canadian core with the Tiger Torch and the install of this bad boy. Anyway, peace. Thanks for the information. Love Synthotherm. Clearly, you can see from what just happened here that they're on it and engaged with their customer base and want to make sure that we install it right the first time. So, love it. I got to get back to work.